Is the Nepo baby Hasan Dog Shocker Piker finally going to face some justice? Why are some of the members of his audience just now finally waking up to his atrocious commentary, personality, and his suspicious claims of women of various ages? And how are officials cracking down on Hasan with his calls to violence and his abuse of animals? Today, we're going to take a look at all of these questions and dissect some of the claims. There's way too many claims to cover all of them. Fucker says way too much obscene, unhinged stuff for me to cover everything. But the claims that he's made, as well as the moves by officials to possibly lay the hammer of justice down upon him. First, let's take a quick look at what happened here with his poor dog, Kaya.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just... You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
You saw that, right? Now, do we know for 100% certain, 100% fact that Hasan shocked his dog? No. But the proof is in the pudding, no? If you look at what happened, he made the claim that some excuse, right? That Kaya is his dog, that Kaya had gotten her claw stuck in something, and that's why she yelped, and that's why she jumped. But his son has made claims that he owns a shock collar, and that if you look at the video, let us go back and just kind of go, not really frame by frame, because I don't think my computer can do that, but if you just take a look at what happened.
Reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fuck.
See, he reaches his arm out right as soon as he says this, and as soon as that happens, you see Kaya jumps and yelps.
Fucking go, just stop.
And you see that the way that the dog curls up like that, she is afraid. And for the people that are defending him, saying that he is not shocking her, look at the way that he is behaving. No? Is that not already a sign of just bad, aggressive, abusive behavior in a pet owner? I would say so, yeah. Like, if you look again.
Fucking go, just stop.
The way that he is so angry about this poor little dog that is getting up off this mat after being on it for his streams all the time. This dog is nothing but a prop to him. I am sure that he probably only has this dog so that he can have it as a prop in the background of his videos. And if you look at his streams, this dog is like always there. And whenever this dog, Kaya, gets up off of this mat, he gets pissed. And whenever, we'll talk about it later, but whenever he shows, whenever there are comments in his chat saying that he's abusing or shocking his dog, he quickly ignores those things. He knows what to ignore because he knows what is true, right? Now, if you have been able to stay away from the radical leftist communism, then you might not know who Hasan Piker is. And blessed you are, brother, if that is the case. However, if you do not know who he is widely considered to be the largest leftist political streamer. And he was the largest political streamer in general until the one true king Asmongold stole it from him. Very nonchalantly so. He's just the guy that plays video games and then started to talk about politics, right? Now, I remember Hasan was extremely pissed when that happened. But aside from that, Hasan has made quite the number of rather dubious, really evil claims. Now, for example, I'll show you these.
Gunshots at the Trump rally? Shut the fuck up. No. dark.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it. We fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy shit.
There are so many here. Remember I said that there are so many claims. There's too many claims to talk about because this motherfucker never stops saying the most obscene and unhinged shit. Like I said earlier, this is a whole montage, 20-minute long. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but the whole 20-minute long montage of him saying these terrible things.
Every type of armed resistance against both the settlers and also the Israeli occupying force in the West Bank. Doesn't matter if it's your favorite podcasters like Wife that participate in these raids. The violence that the Palestinians engage in an act of resistance against this illegal occupying force is literally legal, definitionally legal. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
That is a huge one. Hasan Piker is all the time calling for serious violence. You know, I'm not trying to say this with a smile on my face. It is just fucking ridiculous that he has been able to get away with these things for so long and has gotten nothing but maybe a slap on the wrist every now and then by Twitch. I think that he has possibly gotten a ban maybe a couple times, and it was for like a day. A small vacation for him, right? No actual punishment for saying things like this. This is not freedom of speech. This is an absolute abuse of that. Like I've said in my previous videos, freedom of speech does not protect you from literally calling out to kill other people. Actual calls of violence or supporting terrorism, which in my opinion, Hasan does all the time.
Okay, the moment is clear. You gotta stick like the ACP guys on him. Okay, that's it. You gotta get one of those like Haz al-Dink type motherfuckers to just like eat his ass alive, you know?
874 Bellevue Drive, and I'm gonna kill you with my AR-15. Like, that's the type of messages they were leaving in this dude's office, and he's resigning. So I think that people are a lot more radical now. This is an unprecedented time to really get others on board. Someone has to do it. When I say that, everyone knows exactly what I mean. I think that shows that there's a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and untapped revolutionary potential, as a matter of fact. Well, my understanding is...
Now, I really want to point out when he says untapped revolutionary potential. He wants people to rise up against people that disagree with them and fucking kill them. This is what he calls for all the time. He will go around and say these things. Now, we'll listen to a couple more of these, and I'll probably bring up the same video montage for some other things that he says later in this video, like when he talks about younger girls.
Is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods.
So, this is another one. So, I'll throw my opinion out there. I think, look, there are a few good things about socialism, and America herself is not an entirely capitalist nation. We have some socialist structures, and it does well for what we have. I think really we're probably about 80% capitalist and 20% socialism, in the sense of the programs that our government provides, right? However, we still live in a largely capitalist society, and like I said, I'll throw my opinion out there. If you cannot live in a capitalist, largely capitalist country, then you're probably a weak person. And I just have to say that. Go and get some fucking skills, and go out and make something of yourself. Be competitive. That is one of the beautiful things about capitalism, is that it is competitive. But I don't want to get too far into those things, right? This is about Hasan. I guess really capitalism and American values are the enemy of Hasan, right? Because this guy is a communist lunatic. He is insane. He does not just insane racist motherfucker. Yes.
I'm sick and tired of it. Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be fucking showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. What the fuck is this shit, man? Slice them up?
Okay, let us try to interpret that in a more good faith, and let's say that it was metaphorical, what he was saying. Even if it is metaphorical, he knows that he has a large audience, and that his audience, a lot of them, they're fucking insane. Okay, a lot of his audience members are fucking insane. And if you look at where his audience goes, like let's say Nuxanor, for example, Nux receives so many death threats from Hasan's audience, as well as so many other people. People like probably fucking Ben Shapiro, for one, because he's a Jew. Hasan, no matter what he says, you know that he hates Jews so much. He laughs at terrorists going out and killing fucking Jewish people, and Christians too. I'll see if I can find some more stuff like that, because it is insane. But people, yes, Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, any really conservative journalist or influencer, they will go out and just make actual death threats. Sorry, I get a little chopped up when I talk about this, because it's just fucking ridiculous. And here are some of the clips of him talking about actual, like, you don't talk about rape jokes on television or stream or whatever like that. That is insane. Why the fuck would you do that to yourself? And for one, the more you joke about that, when you have a crazy audience like that, it just enables them to continue pushing this absolute slop and immoral injustice out to the world.
You might think, wait a minute, there's no way this is gonna work. Yes, it does. Let's get out of here. It's time to get out of there, and it's time to separate her from her herd, meaning her crowd of girlfriends that are going to do their best to cockblock you because they're fat and lonely. At least Patrick Henry College is, like, doing one good thing, which is that, like, if you have these fucking millionaire, billionaire, wasp fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters is, like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Well, like, why? What the fuck? Why would you ever say something like that? That it makes it a little bit better to rape this person instead. What in the actual fuck?
Like, taking these guys and
this is one of the things too. Endorsing rape at rich colleges. So Hasan is rich as fuck, and he's the socialist with the Gucci bag, right? And this is one of those things where he is such a fucking hypocrite. Now, aside from attacking him for his poor dog, poor Kaya, and Fish, I'll show you Fish later on, his old dog. Those poor animals. Now, aside from attacking him for this, he's the kind of person that is going to go out and say that you need to destroy the industry, say that you need to destroy the government for what it is and install a socialist government. Now, in America, all fine and dandy to say, hey, we should change the way that things are because they're not working. You should do that. Now, on the other hand, this is a very, very dishonest aspect of that, in which he is going out and saying all these things, but in socialism, he would not have those things. He is fighting against capitalism for what capitalism has given him. You know, and he's very successful in that way, but he's using it in such an extremely dishonest way.
And putting that in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them away from the broader society. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
So that's the other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like, the Palestinian resistance is not perfect.
Now, when he's talking about October 7th, that is universally, objectively, an awful thing. So many people died. And this is one of the reasons that some people are confused as to why Nux hates Hasan so much. Nux has people that have died in October 7th. Family, right? And from what I know. And Hasan is going out and saying that it does not matter to him if people were raped among the killings. This is the kind of person that is being romanticized by the left and saying stuff that he is like the Joe Rogan of the left. I've even heard some people say that he's the Charlie Kirk of the left. No, that is an absolutely ridiculous and false claim. Or false claim? It is probably also a decayed claim. These people are not going out to Charlie Kirk. Well, I guess he's not going out. He's not going out anymore and saying anything, but we are in his stead, right? And Joe Rogan is also not going out and calling for violence like this. There's also a lot of claims, my own even, that Hasan straight up just endorses and promotes and supports terrorism, and specifically Middle Eastern Muslim Islamic terrorism. Here he's endorsing Hezbollah.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
Do we like them or no?
I think as a resistance group, they're pretty successful against Israel. I don't have an issue with them, let's just say.
Oh, let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my favorite flag?
Yeah, Hezbollah. Look it up. I'm not even kidding. It's actually a dope flag.
I don't know flags.
It's
Why?
This is a.
You know what? I'm gonna be brave.
Like that?
Right.
My favorite flag.
It's got an AK on it and a fucking hand holding it up.
Wow, son.
It probably has an AK on it, right? Because they're out going and shooting innocent people. Because they're fucking terrorists. Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. And he's out supporting them on stream. Regardless, I could show you many more clips. Like I said, there's way too many. I don't want this video to be like an hour long like some of my others. I just want you guys to know what is going on with Hasan Piker. He is not just an animal abuser. There is multiple layers to the onion of this person. He is a disgusting, nasty man. I don't even want to call him a man. He's a deranged boy who knows no principles. This is straight up fatherless behavior. But if you take a look at his father or his, I think it might be his uncle, who is on the Young Turks with him before, that is a video for another time, brothers and sisters. Also, like I had mentioned, the authorities are coming out and asking people, VTubers, Nux, really, about Hasan, right? And let's take a look at what happened here.
Oh, I made this tweet, and believe it or not, someone in the government actually reached out to me and asked if I could actually provide evidence behind these bullet points. And I complied. They told me that they wanted to be prepared in regards to the hearing. So you're welcome for your service, America. So yeah. Again, I don't know if it'll mean anything or if it'll go anywhere, but they did reach out, and I was more than happy to assist in any way that I possibly can. I mean, I'm trying to keep America safe. I've never shied away from the fact that I think Hasan Piker needs to be in jail. He supports terrorist organizations. Like, what are we doing? Like, I thought that was it. Calling for violence? All right, that's pretty bad. But supporting terrorist organizations? Like, literally, why? Oh, I mean...
So, if you do not know, like, there is a huge beef between Nux and Hasan. I really advocate and implore you to go watch all of Nux's series on about how fucked Hasan Piker is. He has got a fantastic, it's funny, but he's also absolutely grinding him into the dust. And it's with nothing that Hasan hasn't said, right? It's all with things that Hasan has said that himself. Okay, second to last clip here. This is Hasan's old dog Fish, like I had mentioned. This is a video of him on stream right? He does everything on stream. He is not afraid to say the things that he wants to say on stream. And this is a sad video. I'm really sorry. I don't like to watch these. It's awful.
Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you, okay? In front of everyone. Motherfucker, come here.
Motherfucker, come here. You don't do that to a fucking dog, okay? If there's anyone in the audience that ever sees something like, call that motherfucker out, okay? I'm not saying you need to go up and punch that motherfucker in the face, but they need to know to not treat their dog like that. Okay, I'm sure that's got to fucking hurt as a dog. Also, it's not a small dog, even if it is a small dog, but that's a lot of weight that he's pulling by the tail, okay? That is one thing that is just a glimpse. If he is willing to do that on stream, or video, or whatever the hell that he was doing, right? Imagine what he is doing off camera. I just want you to think about that, okay? Leave a comment below telling me what you think fucking Hasan Piker does to animals off camera. What he does in general off camera has got to be awful. Lastly, let's take a look at this video here. This is awful. Thank you, Diogo Diaz, for posting this. I needed this for this video.
That's the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark? I want to say thank you to Miley Cyrus for showing off her camel toe at the VMAs the other night. I always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut. Don't even try to hide it. Look, this is a...
Maybe this is out of context in some way. Maybe. But Hannah Montana in the show was like fucking 13 or 14 years old, and I don't think she ever reached 18 years old in the show. That's disgusting, Hasan. What the fuck are you talking about? And I don't know why it said Dr. Phil, but old enough to count, old enough to mount? Kids start to talk when they're like 2, maybe 3. If they're like a slow child, right? Or just kids that are old enough to count and sometimes like 2 years old. I think. I don't know. What the fuck? That is insane. This looks like it's for some sort of roasting video. I don't know. But what? No. You don't need to be talking like this. Now that we have a bit of a background for what he likes to say and how he likes to act, I'd like to say that I really thought my opinion of him could not get any lower until today. This is just adds onto the list of terrible things that he says and does, and his audience, who are generally also brainwashed retards. They're just brainwashed retards for the most part. Actually has a portion that is calling him out for this, and people are turning away from him, as they should, right? It is better late than never to wake up, right? We see even that there is talk about how Hasan treats his animals in the chat, and like I said, he quickly just leaves those comments there and ignores them, like I had said earlier. And the thing that I wonder the most about all of this is that if he's willing to treat his dog like this on stream, and the dog already knows to not get up off that mat for the whole time that he is on stream, which is hours, then I can only imagine how he must treat the poor dog off camera. But you know, I really do think that Hasan is a genuine person. He's always willing to be himself wherever he is and at whatever time. And by no means does that mean that he's a good person. He's just genuinely an evil person, and he stays true to that. He's a coward, and he's an abuser. Dude has no manners on how to treat people that has a different opinion than him, and often treats his chat like shit. I'm sure that if he could shock his audience members in the same way that he does his dog, when they say something that doesn't fit his narrative, I'm sure that he would. But that is just my opinion. Now, all this being said in this video, and all the things that have not been said in this video, I really don't want anyone to go out and hurt Hasan. I really don't. But what I do want is to see him get just absolutely eviscerated for the things that he has done under the bounds of law. Let him be legally eviscerated. And maybe Twitch can stream that. And that will be his final stream before he goes to jail. I'm really waiting for that final video from Nux saying that Hasan is 1000% fucked. Because that is the day that Hasan actually goes to jail. And may justice come to him as it should. Brothers and sisters, let's wrap this up. I think Hasan is obviously a dishonest Hamas, Hezbollah sympathizing radical narcissist that doesn't know how to use his brain or his heart, for that matter, to ration anything with any sort of good morals. I would like to hear your thoughts and your opinions in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Hasan Piker and his actions. Also, I cannot believe we've hit 33 subscribers. That is 33 Ramund Raiders. That is insane to me. If you like this, please pick up that hammer, smash the bell, and do it for us. Subscribe, hit the notifications, and leave a like while you're at it. Please share this, friends. The army is growing, and right now we're about the size of a platoon. Join the Ramund Raiders so we can blast through 60 Raiders to make it into a company level of our army. The more people that are aware of these things, the more warriors we have to fight against these morally, spiritually corrupt people. The better, right? Lastly, I want to thank you for listening, friends, and remember, as always, in the name of the All-Father, find a way or make one.